In the year 897, a trial took place in the heart of Rome that, to this day, remains one of the most bizarre events in history. It wasn't a trial of a living man, though. No, this trial was held for a corpse. A dead man's body was put on trial, and the people of Rome were forced to watch as a pope, long since dead, was judged in a courtroom. This is known as the Cadaver Synod. Okay, now let's be clear, this wasn't a play, it wasn't a joke either, this was actually an official trial, organized by a guy named Pope Stephen the Fourth. Wait, no, the Sixth, yeah, who had his own reasons for bringing the deceased into the spotlight. The dead man? It was a guy by the name of Pope Formosus, his predecessor. But why? Why would anyone put a corpse on trial? Well, that's what we're about to find out. Mr. Stephen VI had a rather complicated relationship with his predecessor, Pope Formosus. You see, Formosus had been pope for a relatively short time, but his papacy wasn't exactly smooth sailing. After his death, Stephen VI, eager to assert his authority, decided to dig up Formosus's body. Yup, he had the indignity and disdain to actually dig up a corpse and take it to trial with. I guess that's how much he hated Mr. Formosus. And also the smell. And the charges? Well, they ranged from perjury to illegally assuming the papacy. As the trial unfolded, Formosus's corpse was defended by his followers, but of course it couldn't speak for itself, so Pope Stephen VI acted as a prosecutor, declaring that Formosus's papacy was invalid and that his acts as pope were illegal. The body was even questioned, like they actually asked him questions, though Formosus obviously didn't respond. I wonder why. After all that, the verdict was finalized and Formosus was guilty of all charges. I'd imagine it was quite easy to win and his throne was declared annulled, even though he's dead. Right after that, his corpse was stripped of the uniform and was carried throughout the city for everyone to see because obviously people want to see a dead rotting corpse being dragged in the streets. And then it was thrown into a river, a very respectful way to dispose of a corpse. I think it's quite obvious, but this whole thing was politically motivated. At least it was presumed to be. Not long after this though, the whole debacle actually ended up turning public opinion against Stephen, and he got called out by someone on Twitter and got cancelled. He was captured, thrown in prison, then strangled to death. Then Formosus was reinstated and Pope Theodore II ordered his corpse be recovered, then prohibited any future trial of a corpse. The end. My thoughts? Pretty funny. A pope gets mad at a previous pope, so he holds a trial against him and ends up getting killed shortly after. I do think it would have been funnier if Stephen's corpse was put on trial after that for putting a corpse on trial, as it was declared illegal. That'll wrap this one up though. Want to see more? Just subscribe. That'll make me make more videos. Like if you liked, don't if you didn't, and see you next time.